This is Dodd Dixon, and joining me is Sarah Vickers. We're here for the third race of the day. It's the girls 2K, 6, 7, and 8-year-olds. You can see all the parents and coaches in behind the starting line getting ready for today's 2K competition. Just a little bit about the course. It's going to be straight out, pretty much a loop. They'll go straight out from this start. They'll run up and they'll do the kind of middle portion of the course that from some of the videos you've seen the green grass coming down the hill in the middle portion of the course where it hasn't been chewed up by the first two races. They'll come down that portion and in behind the start and straight on into the finish. Just a 2K, so it's a pretty quick race. We have about right at 200 runners or so competing. Actually, right at 180. Have 35 teams that are represented here today. Going through the teams, you can see we're panning across all the different colors of jerseys that are there. Philadelphia CYO, Running Tigers, Ohio Elite, Louisville Tiger Sharks, Brokaw Blazers, Accelerators, Elgin Sharks, Knights, Northeast Striders, Lowe, Belvedere Tornadoes, Derby City, Westfield Green Wave, Body in Training, Seashore Striders, Flying Angels, Southern Indiana Catholic, Southern Indiana Running Club, Staley Striders, Copley, KC Cheetahs, I believe that's Kansas City, Indiana Stat, a new team. Looks like the flag is up, getting ready to start the race. It's going to be start with a cannon blast as opposed to a gun. Flag is up. We'll resume the teams competing once the race is underway, and they're off. Start of the girls 6, 7, and 8-year-old 2K competition. You can see them all streaming out. Continuing through the teams competing, Buffalo Chips, Team Kentucky, Bates, Lawrence County, not quite sure Lawrence County what state, but Lawrence County, Farmington, Pint-Sized Harriers, that's a new one as well. Hudson Youth, they've competed in this. They're yellow jerseys, I believe. They've been in this for almost over a decade. Fisher's Fire, they were a new team several years ago, but they're experienced at this meet. Lightning Running Club, one of my favorites. They're just an excellent program.
Race time.
Two girls running in from that race, Ellie Lange and Zoe Lange. We're here in the, what was that, Sarah? About 3 minutes, 40 seconds of the race?
3 minutes, 50 seconds.
Okay, we're about the midway point of the race. We've got one girl that's kind of separating herself from the crowd. We have Kit Set Flyers. I believe they're out of Washington State, coast to coast, from Philadelphia all the way to Washington State, and all points in between. Glen Ellen, I believe Chicago area, Indiana Cal Striders, and Nova Athletic Club. All the 35 schools that are, teams rather, that are competing. Sarah, why don't you tell us about the two returning girls to the race?
Claire Rayburn and Carla Diaz were the top finishers for the 7-year-olds last year. Carla Diaz was 4th last year, and Claire Rayburn was 11th. And those are the two girls we want to be looking out for during this race. Claire Rayburn had a fairly impressive 2017 year in track. For the KRCC-TV Elementary State Championship, she was first in the 800 meter. And she was first in the 800 meter at Stouffer and Westside. During the cross-country season for 2017, she came in first in the 1K at Trinity Valkyrie, in the 1.1K at Height, and in the 1500 meter at Archive. Later on, she was first in the mile at both Shelby County Invitational and Tully Invitational, and was first in the 2K at Greater Louisville Classic and Southern Indiana Catholic Invitational.
Looking back at last year's winner was Audrey Hines from Louisville Tiger Sharks. She was first, but she was an 8-year-old. Kate Barber from Jinx America was second. She was an 8-year-old. Rachel Tankersley, running for Farmington, she was an 8-year-old. Those were the top 3 last year. And then the 4-girl was Carla Diaz, running with the Elgin Sharks. Here we come to the finish. Have our top performers coming in. We'll get you the information on that. I believe that was Claire Rayburn from Northeast Striders, and following her was Carla Diaz. So looks like they flip-flopped from last year's performance. Claire Rayburn, the national champion, with Carla Diaz, the runner-up. I believe the 3rd runner coming across their finish line was Olivia Salina with Philadelphia CYO, followed by Cassidy Jones, also teammate from Philadelphia CYO. 5-girl Angelina Catoni from CMAC All-Stars. We'll be giving you more of the information as we come through. They're just streaming through right now. Just a ton of finishers. Looks like the top 2 girls from last year were the top 2 girls this year, except they flip-flopped their performance. We'll be taking you to some interviews with those 2 girls. A little bit of information about the team score. If you're looking back, really a team to watch for in the team score will be the Louisville Tiger Sharks. In 2014, they were 3rd. 2015, they were 2nd. And then in 2016, last year, they were the national championship team. So obviously the Louisville Tiger Sharks have something together here and also something to prove. It's hard to be on top for so many years, particularly when they might have lost some 8-year-olds to the 9 and 10-year-old race. So that's a team to look for. Today in the team score, another team was last year's runner-up, Derby City, both from Louisville. Philadelphia CYO was the 3 team last year, followed by Elgin Sharks, which is what the 2nd runner today ran for. So really, Carla Diaz has set her team up to really do well today in the team score. It just depends on what the 2, 3, 4, and 5 girls are able to do in the race today. And last year, Accelerators were 6th, Brokaw Blazers were 7th, CMAC All-Stars were 8th, and the Kansas City Cheetahs were 9th, with the Belvedere Tornadoes rounding out the top 10. In 15, national champion was Miley Downham, Southern Indiana, with Audrey Haynes, last year's champion, runner-up. Philadelphia CYO was 1st, as we mentioned. Louisville Tiger Sharks were 2nd, with Brokaw Blazers 3rd. Now, Brokaw's known for doing well in the older kids' races, but they're starting to make a move over the last few years in the younger kids' races as well. You can see in 15 they were 3rd. Southern Indiana Catholic 4th, Terrapin Striders 5th, Derby City 6th, Fishers Fire 7th, Nova Pacers 8th, and on they went. Now in 2014, and I just love to say this name, Sarah, Brooklyn Capisano from Derby City was the national champion in this race. And Angela Robble from Central Illinois was 2nd, and Carolina Bergstrom with Lightning Running Club was the 3rd girl in the 2014 edition of this race, with Derby City 1st, Belvedere Tornadoes 2nd, Louisville Tiger Sharks 3rd, Lightning Running Club 4th, Howard County Striders were 5th, Philadelphia CYO 6th, Team Kentucky 7th, Brokaw 8th, and Low 9th. And then rounding out the top 10, Philadelphia CYO Black. Competitive race today. Got a whole bunch of girls still coming in. We're going to be taking you to some interviews after this, and then after the interviews, team awards. I believe we've been able to corral the top 2 girls to get an interview with. That would be Claire Rayburn from Northeast Striders and Carla Diaz from the Tiger Sharks. Not Tiger Sharks, Elgin Sharks, competing today. This is the Cross Country Coaches National Youth Championship, and you are watching the girls 2K 6, 7, and 8-year-olds competing in the race today. And now on to our interview. Claire, tell me a little bit about your race today.
It was good. It was flat, fast, and it was a good course to PR. But you gotta get out because it's a very crowded line.
Yeah, were you able to get out?
Yes.
Well, excellent. Now, Carla? Okay. Carla, tell me about your race.
I like the course, and I don't like the muddy.
You don't like the mud? Okay. Carla, what school do you attend?
North Park.
And where's that at?
I don't know.
Okay, and what team do you run for today?
Lizzie Charles.
Well, and what team do you run for?
I run for the Northeast Striders, and I'm homeschooled.
Oh, really?
Yes.
And so what town do you live in? Fishersville? Okay. Well, congratulations today. These are our top 2 finishers in the girls 2K race.
In 21st place, we have Abigail Keene. In 20th place, we have Kendall Hammer. In 19th place, we have Callie Hammer. In 18th place, we have Allie Snyder. 17th place is Rebecca Johnson. 16th is Leafy Head. In 15th place, we have Ariana Alex Atamane. In 14th place, Sophia Lujan. In 13th place, Flynn Driscoll. In 12th place, Eloise Buckleman. 11th place, Cameron Wainscott. In 10th place, Ashley Crickmore. In 9th place, Annabelle Elaine. In 8th place, Leah Franklin. In 7th place, Isabella Daly. In 6th place, Lorelei Priest. In 5th place, Wilbur Lawrence. In 4th place, Eloise Fry. In 3rd place, we have Kennedy Harris. Your runner-up with a time of 9:24, Nora McGay. And your team, or your individual champion with a time of 9:11, Mackenzie White.
Sophia! Macy! Grace!
Place, Samantha Foster. 24th place, Audrey Schwab. In 23rd place, Layla Swift. In 22nd place, Claire Nipper. In 21st place, Marie Hoover. In 20th place, Gianna Guzman. In 19th place, Emmeline Swope. In 18th place, Mia Thompson. In 17th place, Mackenzie Dykes. In 16th place, Isla Petrovich. In 15th place, Marin Petrovich. In 14th place, Julia Crump. In 13th place, Mariela Reyes. In 12th place, Grace Minnick. In 11th place, Ellie Lang. In 10th place, Maya Udiasteki. In 9th place, Alice Waganek. In 8th place, Hadley Cole. In 7th place, Bailey Servens. In 6th place, Peyton Price. 5th place, Skylar Johnson. Your 4th place finisher, Maggie Ross. In 3rd, with a time of 8:23 from Northeast Striders, Riley Gilvin. In 2nd place, with a time of 8:11 from Northeast Striders, Piper Robertson. And your 2017 7-year-old champion with a time of 8:09 from Louisville Tiger Sharks, Lacey Braitherd. 25, a 7-year-old girl. Up next on the stage, we'll have our top 3 7-year-old girl teams. In fact, there's only one team that had enough to qualify for in 13th place, Millie Golightly. In 12th place, Colette Foley. In 11th place, Bree Massman. In 10th place, we have Harper Childress. 9th place, Sienna Anthony. In 8th place, Jocelyn Davis. In 7th place, Tatum Black.
Way to go, Jocelyn!
In 6th place, Hadley Black. In 5th place, Angelina Catoni. In 4th place, Cassidy Jones. Your 3rd place finisher with a time of 7:50 from Philly CYO Black, Olivia Salini. Your runner-up with a time of 7:40 from the Sharks, Carla Diaz. And your 2017 8-year-old champion with a time of 7:35 from Northeast Striders, Claire Reburn. It's your top 25 8-year-old girl. Up next on the same place with a team score of 88 points, Brokaw Blazers. Your team runner-up with 82 points, Philly CYO Black.
Yay, Philly! this way. Girl cop. Girl cop, Blazers, look this way.
Can I run by you guys real quick?
Yes.
Go ahead. Good job, girls. Good job, ladies.
I got some goodies too.
And your 2017 6 to 8-year-old girls team champion with a team score of 67 points, the Louisville Tiger Sharks.